move to this now. Beneficiation in South Africa's diamond sector is making a comeback, with the OR Tambo Economic Zone already housing small businesses in the space. The center also looks to make it easier for businesses to collaborate with each other and create an environment enabling businesses, particularly those led by women, to flourish. Business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo filed this report.
While the Belgian king and other delegates from Belgium have just concluded their tour of the OR Tambo Special Economic Zone. Of course, they were hosted by the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition. And the focus of this visit was really around how Belgium and South African businesses can collaborate more. And of course, this center focuses on two sectors for now, being agro-processing as well as beneficiation within the mining industry. And joining me now for a little bit more is Khumuto Ramutipa, who is the founder and CEO of Kwame Diamonds and was part of those roundtable discussions with the king a little bit earlier on. Thank you so much for talking to us. Now, of course, the focus here was to launch some of the deals that are taking place, but can you tell us a little bit about Kwame Diamonds? You were part of the roundtable. What does an economic zone such as this mean for your business?
Where do I even start? I mean, it is difficult as a woman or as a black person to just penetrate into this industry. And being part of this special economic zone opens a whole lot of doors. The diamond industry, as we know, that South Africa has been the hub of diamond beneficiation in the past years, employing over 6,000 people, and it has dwindled down to 1,000 plus. Most of those companies were international companies that had left around 2008, and now the focus is on bringing back beneficiation in South Africa. We feel privileged that we are now part of that program of trying to bring back beneficiation back into South Africa. As a woman, it's really difficult, actually, just to getting into the diamond industry, because it's not financed by banks. You really have to have a serious bank balance for you to be able to penetrate the industry. So the government has made it easy for us to be able to get licenses, but once you get that license, where to from there? Because all it is just a certificate that says you can be able to purchase. If you don't have the funds to purchase, you don't have a business. So for you to have a sustainable business, there's three pillars that you need to fulfill. You need to have funds, you need to have access to the rough diamonds, and you need to have the markets to which to sell to. And unfortunately, South Africa is not a diamond consuming country. So if you do have access to rough and access to finance, you need somebody to sell it to, and that's where the international market comes in. And you need access to that international market. It's a different platform. So our government has made an effort to like things like expos, where we are sent to Hong Kong diamond expos, where we are able to now sell those diamonds to the international market. So it's a really tough industry to work in, and the special economic zone makes it very easy.
And though it is a tough industry, you are in it, and I'm sure you do love it despite those challenges. And do you think that it's important, although you are getting that access to the export markets, in markets outside of South Africa, if you are saying that South Africa is not so much into diamonds anymore, should there be also some focus put into there to get the country back to being consumers of the diamond industry?
I think now that we are in the industry, we are seeing more and more interest in South Africans being interested in not only being in the diamond industry, but also consuming diamonds. I think the view of diamonds being expensive or being inaccessible has been very prevalent, and us being in the industry has made it more accessible, if I can put it that way. And I mean, as Kwame Diamonds, we like to believe that there is a budget for every diamond. So the perception that we've had that diamonds are expensive, diamonds are for mafias, or diamonds are, for queens and kings, we are somewhat debunking that myth. So a normal person can have a diamond at a reasonable price, and we are making sure that they are accessible.